Dear students, today's session is all about yet another data processing circuit, that is demultiplexer. Last session we had seen multiplexers, so now I hope it will be very easier for you to understand today's session of demultiplexers. Let's see what it is. Demultiplexer. The word demultiplex means one into many. A demultiplexer is a logic circuit with one input but many output. Demultiplexer takes one single input data line and then switches it into any one of the number of individual output lines one at a time. So my dear students, here we have to remember three things. A demultiplexer circuit has one input, m control signals and 2 raised to m output. So three things. Input 1, control or select signals m. If m is the number of control signals, then this demultiplexer can have maximum output lines of 2 raised to m. And I am telling you that it is not necessary that the demultiplexer should have 2 raised to m output. It is the maximum. It can be less than 2 raised to m, but it could not exceed 2 raised to m if m is the number of control signals. I hope you got the point. One input, m control signals and 2 raised to m maximum output lines. Demultiplexer is also termed as DMUX, and it is also can be considered as a data distributor circuit. Why? Because it is a logic that the data is distributing from one input to many. So that's why we are telling this demultiplexer as a data distributor. My dears, remember what the multiplexer are termed? Data selector. Because many inputs, out of the many inputs, the control signal is selecting one and giving to the output. That's why we term multiplexer as data selector and this demultiplexer as data distributor. So let's see. It's very easy to understand. Let's see one by one. So first of all, we have to see 1 to 4 demultiplexer. So from the term itself, 1 is the input and 4 is the output. So let's see how such a demultiplexer works. There is only one. You just see the first diagram that I am pointing. There is a common input. I labeled it as F. And at a time, this F is switching to any of these outputs A, B, C, D. These are the data outputs. So one input, capital F, and 4 outputs A, B, C, D. Then who is controlling that what should be the output? Or who is telling that F should be A or F should be B or F should switch to C and F should switch to D at a time? It is the control signals. So let we term it as small a and small b in this diagram. So the conditions of the control signals A, B is controlling or steering the input to the output. I hope you understood. Let's see the tabular form, then it will become more easy. So you just look onto this table. That is, I wrote here as output select. This can be control signals also. So A and B, these are control signals. So let's see first condition 0 and 0. So what is the data selected? A. That means the input F is switched to A. And when A is 0 and B is 1, the input will be switching to B. And if it is 1, 0, the input is switching to C. And if it is 1, 1, input is switching to D. So one input is distributed to this 4 outputs at different times or different conditions of control signals. And this table is very clearly elaborated in the last diagram that I am pointing now. My dear students, have a look on to the diagrams. The first one, A0, B0. What is happening? F is switching to A. Next, A1 and B0. What is happening? F is switching to. So there is a confusion. There is a mismatch between the table and I hope it is okay. A is 1 and B is 0. A is 1 and B is 0. The output is switching to C. This one. So there is a change in the diagrams, but the logic is right. Okay. When A is 0 and B is 1, the labeling is changed. So you just have a look on here. My dear students, don't be confused. Instead of this B, you have to read it as A, and this A should be read it as B. Then everything will be okay. So that this will become 0, 0. Now the input is switched to A. When it is 0, 1, it is switching to B. If it is 1, 0, it is switching to C. And if it is 1, 1, switching to D. I am just showing this diagram to understand a more. No need to learn by heart or like that way. That means, what is the working of a demultiplexer? According to the situations or the signals given by the controls signals, the input line is switching to any one of the output line. Got the point? Remember to read this small b in these last diagrams as A and A as B. Then it will be easier. Then let's write the logic equation of this table. And what will be the logic equation? Sum of product equation. Now you are very expert in writing the fundamental product equation. I hope so. So that is what will be the equation. The first one is A bar B bar A plus A bar B B plus A B bar C plus A B D. I hope you got the equation. This is the logic equation of a 1 to 4 demultiplexer. So now you can draw the logic circuit using OR gate and AND gates. So AND OR circuit. So let's see 1 to 4 demultiplexer logic circuit. The logic equation is this, and you can draw taking A common, B common, and then taking the inversions also. Then draw the common input. You just look on to this. Common input is F, capital F, and is given to all the AND gates. Remember to give it to all the AND gates. Data input is common to all the inputs, all the gates, and then you will get the circuit. Have a look on to the circuit. I think no need to explain more. Have a look on, draw it and learn it. So now we can move on to the next demultiplexer. What will be the next demultiplexer? Yes, you got it. It is 1 to 16 demultiplexer. As the name indicated, how many inputs? 1. How many outputs? 16. So let's see the logic diagram. It is very easy. You draw the common, and I have to tell one thing. I changed the symbols here, and this is according to your textbook. That 1 to 4 demultiplexer is not there in your textbook. So that's why I changed the symbols. But you can follow these symbols. That is in your textbook. A, B, C, D are the control signals. The input data is capital D, and the outputs are Y0, etc., Y1, etc. Got the point? Last diagram, we changed the symbols. Input as F, control a small AB and the output as capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D. Here there is a change, that is input is capital D, control signals are A, B, C, D and the outputs are Y. Got the point? So have a look on to the diagram. A is taken, B is taken, C, D, and then again it is inverting. That's why we connected NOT gates here. So that is, now there is a line for A bar, B bar, C bar and D bar. So 4 variables A, B, C, D and their complements A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar. So you draw first that 4 lines. Then it is very easy. Then data input, that is common to all the gates. So that is, here you can see that this is connected from here to the all AND gates. Okay. Then what else? The first, the truth table, 4 variable truth table, you have the conditions of A, B, C, D from 0, 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, 1. So corresponding fundamental products you know. First one is A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, and last one is A, B, C, D. So accordingly it is connected to the AND gates. Got the point? So this is the output. You can see the AND gates and the outputs. So draw the circuit and learn. A, B, C, D and their complements, input data D, and according to the fundamental product, draw the inputs to the corresponding AND gates from Y0 to Y15. Since the outputs are 16 outputs are there, so this outputs changes from Y0 to Y1, Y2, etc. Y15. I think you don't need any explanation to how draw this connect this inputs to the AND gates. These are the inputs that we are writing the fundamental product for each entry. A, B, C, D. When 0, 0, 1, 1, what will be the the fundamental product 0, 0, 1, 1? It will be A bar, B bar, C, D. So that you have to take. So 1, 2, 3 up to 15. From 0 to 15. You draw the outputs. And I have to, I am remembering that on the last slide I used the term AND OR circuit. Sorry my dears, you don't need any OR gate here because it is a demultiplexer. We are not going to draw the logic equivalent of the truth table. We are going to draw the demultiplexer. So in the demultiplexer circuit there will not be any OR gate. My tongue has splitted. I think there is a tongue split. That's why I'm remembering now that I use the term AND OR circuit. No. Here the circuit is common input, control signals and then AND gates only. Sorry. So coming to you now, I feel you drawn the circuit diagram or you got the circuit diagram, and then let's see the working. That is, input data bit is D, which is common to all the gates. The data bit D is transmitted to the output line one at a time, but which one? So when the data is switching to the output, or to which output is which output line this data is transmitting, these all are controlled by the control signals. That is, the data bit D is transmitted to output lines, but to which one? This depends on the value of ABCD. I made a spelling mistake, value. So that is, this depends on the value of ABCD, that is the control signals. Let's see. When ABCD is 0, 0, 0, 0, what happens? The upper AND gate is enabled and all the other will be disabled. AND gate enabling means the input, all the inputs are leading to output high. Got the point? So that is, when ABCD is 0, 0, 0, upper AND gate is enabled and all the other gates are disabled. That time what is happening? The data D is transferred to Y0. Okay, now Y0 is equal to D. Data D is transferred to Y0 means Y0, the output Y0 is equal to the D. That is the input. Now the input is switched to Y0. If D is low, Y0 is low. If D is high, Y0 is high. Since Y0 is equal to D. And all the other outputs are low. Got the point? So again, we can explain it once more. The same circuit I am explaining once more. You can draw the circuit. You can see the circuit. And if our ABCD is now changed to 1, 1, 1, 1. What is happening? The lowest AND gate is enabled and all the others disabled. So that is what happens. The data D is transferred to the Y15. That is the 16th AND gate. The output is Y15. So the Y15 now becomes capital D, and if D is low, Y15 is low and vice versa. Y15 is low and vice versa. And all the other outputs remains low. I hope you understood the working of a 1 to 16 demultiplexer. Here you can see that one data D is transferred to Y0, Y1, Y2, etc. up to Y15 depending on the ABCD values. I explained you two conditions when ABCD is equal to 0, 0, 0, 0 and ABCD is equal to 1, 1, 1, 1. So let's explain another one when ABCD is changing to 0, 0, 0, 1. Remember which AND gate will be enabled? The second AND gate will be enabled and the D is transferred to Y1. So the working you understood. So one data or the common data is switching to many of the output lines depending on the values of the control signals. So this is 1 to 16 demultiplexer. And we all know that we are not going to construct these demultiplexers using the AND gates or the NOT gates. But what will we do? We use the corresponding integrated circuits or the chip. And here for the demultiplexer, the chip is IC74154. This chip is also using the logic TTL, transistor logic. What is the transistor logic? You remember? Yes, there is a NOT gate or an inverter at the output. So, what we expect to be low, the IC will show us high. What we expect to be high, the IC will show us low. That's the only change. That is, if we know that active means we feel it is high. But for the IC, here it is low. Got the point? There is an inversion since there is a NOT gate at the output of this IC. That's why it is using transistor logic. So here you can see the pinout diagram of IC74154, which is a 1 to 16 demultiplexer. And here we can see that pin 18 is the input data. And the outputs are corresponding. How many outputs are there? 16. So 16 pins should be exclusively there for indicating the output lines. So pins from 1 to 11 and then 13 to 17 are the outputs from Y0 to Y15. Pin 1 to 11 and then 13 to 17. Then what else? Input is over, output is over. What else? Control. So the control signals ABCD, 4 pins should be there. 20, 21, 22, 23. These are the control signals. Of course, what else? VCC, that is 24. What is this VCC? It is the collector controlling voltage. That is our battery, external battery's positive terminal. So 24 and ground is 12 means it is the negative terminal of our output our external battery. Ground is 12. And what else? The strobe. Now you know what is strobe. It is an active low input. It is an input signal and it will activate this IC or enables this 74154 IC as a demultiplexer when it is low. If it is becoming high, the IC will be disabled or it won't work as a demultiplexer anymore. I hope you understood the pinout diagram. Have a look on to the pinout diagram and learn carefully the pins indicated. So here the IC is 74154. So this is the pinout diagram. Actually, we can simplify this diagram as this one. You can see this is the logic diagram. So just showing the logic, not showing all the pins, just the logic. What are the things we needed? Data, which is the pin 18, strobe pin 19, ABCD control signals 20 to 23, and the outputs 1 to 11 and then 13 to 17. It is not showing VCC, ground, all the other things. It just shows the logic diagram of 74154. The essential things, the data, strobe, control signals, in output lines. And my dear students, you can see here there are some bubbles in the lines for the output as well as for data and strobe. No bubbles here for ABCD. You can see it. But there are bubbles. What does this bubble stands for? You remember one of our earlier sessions where we had learned in the case of logic gates, the bubble indicates process of inversion or a NOT gate. Got the point? So, to show that this IC is a TTL logic IC, here we use the bubbles. Got the point? So, it will be very easy while you see the truth table. This is the truth table. It's also again telling that this is a TTL. The truth table you can see all the strobe should be, for all conditions the strobe should be low. If it is high, what and all will be the input? The output will be always high. Remember, always high means all the output will be high means the IC is disabled. Just take the reverse sense. Okay, let's see one by one. Strobe is low, data is low. Active low circuit, that's why data is low. Okay, then first one ABCD condition is 0, 0, 0, 0. That is L, 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 L. Okay, then which output is active or the input is switching to which AND gate? The first AND gate. So now the data D has become Y0. So what we will feel? It should be high, but the IC will show it as low. So this is low, all the others will be high. And the condition 2. A, B, C, D, 0, 0, 0, 1, L, 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 H. Which one will be the output? Y1. That will be low, all the others will be high. Similarly, all the conditions till 1, 1, 1, 1, H, 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 H. Which one will be low? Yes, D15. Sorry, Y15. That is, this will be low, all the others will be high. And again showing the conditions when strobe is low, data is high. You can see data high. No, it won't work. Both the strobe and the data. It should be in the low. That is just telling. I am again telling the TTL, importance of TTL. HL. No, it won't work as a demultiplexer. Both high. It won't work as a demultiplexer. What and all will be the control signals? It will just show all the outputs high, means it is disabled. That is the truth table of 74154. My dear students, today you have learned a new thing, that is demultiplexer. You had seen that it is a data distributing circuit. From one input, it is distributing to the many of output lines depending on the values of control signals. And the IC using for this demultiplexing operation is IC 74154, which again uses TTL logic. So I hope now we are in a condition to do an example. Let's do an example. My dear students, have a look onto the circuit given. Okay, this is just the logic diagram of IC 74154. Here you can see that strobe is connected from a NAND gate. This is a beautiful example where you can work it. Let's see the question first, then to the answers. Question: what does the Y12 output for the conditions when capital R high, T high, ABCD 0, 1, 1, 0, B R low, T high, ABCD 1, 1, 0, 0, R high, T high, ABCD 1, 1, 0. It's a very interesting question. You can see the IC 74154 logic diagram. What are the R and T? Yes, there is a twist. R and T is giving the strobe, and strobe is connected via a NAND gate. So my dear students, remember a NAND gate, which is the inversion of AND gate. Okay. So let's see one by one. And this is the clock pulse. You don't have to think much about this pulse. This is a clock pulse according to which the circuit is working. Okay. So first condition, R high, T high. Okay. R high, T high. What will be the output of strobe? Yes, AND gate, it will be low. And NAND gate, it will be low. So strobe is low. Now our IC is active. So that part is okay. Now the another condition is that time what is happening to ABCD? It is 0, 1, 1, 0. Which number is this? 0, 1, 1, 8, 4, 2, 1. 4 plus 2, that is 6. So which AND gate will be high? The output will be Y6. That is, the input is, data is steering from data input to the output line Y6. So which is Y6? Again Y6, remember Y6 is high. Okay, but this IC is TTL. So what does means? That is Y6, the pin 7, which remains low. Got the answer? Got the answer. So that is and what about Y12? Y12, the question is, what is Y12? So which one is remaining low? Y6. All the others will be high. So Y12 is high. I hope you understood. Again, I will explain once more. R is high, T is high. Strobe is low. Okay. IC is now active. ABCD is 0, 1, 1, 0. So output is switching to Y6. Y6 is pin 7. Output is switching to Y6 means Y6 is low. All the others will be high since the IC is TTL. So Y12, all the others. What about Y12? So Y12 is high. So let's get into the next condition, R low, T high. What is the condition? Yes, R low, T high. Output of NAND gate is high. What will happen? IC is inactive. IC inactive means all the output lines will be high. So Y12 is also high. So the answer is Y12 high. Coming to the third condition, R high, T high. Both high. So leading to strobe low. NAND gate, it is low. IC active. What is ABCD now? 1, 1, 0, 0. That is number 8 plus 4, 12. So Y12. the output, the input is switching to Y12. So Y12 is remaining low, all the others will be high. So what is the answer? Y12 is low and all the others will be high. I hope you understood this example. You just listen again and again, so that now we did a simplest example, that what we learned is appearing like this way for doing problems and all. I just given you a sample example. On later sessions, we will discuss more and more such examples for multiplexer, demultiplexer and all the other circuits that we are going to see. Don't worry, my dears, you can do the maximum. Only thing, if we feel that the output, yes, this will be high, that time remember this is using TTL, what we feel high is low, that's all. And then next thing, that for doing the problem, strobe is active if and only if strobe is low, that's all we have to understood. I hope you understood this problem also. So what we learned today, my dears, two things. What? Demultiplexer, how the circuit is working, and another example, how different conditions of ABCD is leading to the switching of input to the output. So on the last session, you all are commented that the quote that I put last session was very touching, and that's why I again put a quote to thank each and every one of you. I won't explain much regarding this quote because I am not capable enough to explain such a big genius, such a dedicated true lover of science. So I am not explaining much. These words I again read out. Dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. I hope you don't need any explanation. My dear students, be alert, be active. Don't spend your time for lazy things. Be active and be safe. Thank you all.